Ryan, do you
Really?
see Jeff? Oh, there he is.
Nope.
He's over here.
What are you holding, Gavin?
Bucket.
He's holding onto his job with a fucking thread.
Why'd you say it like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Or afternoon. Or evening. Or night. Or dank meme time, wherever you are in the world. Hello. How dost thou all fare? Welcome, everyone that's hanging out, whether you're watching over on YouTube or you're watching on Twitch. Hello. Easy freak. Yeah, we're I've been getting up earlier lately. And I'm also trying to get a lot of work done. I've been cranking my YouTube out. So anyone join on YouTube? I see a Nick over there. Anyone else? Hello. Glad everyone's joining. Billy Bob Bacon. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I hope you've been well. Easy freak. Today, we're doing a deep dive of Squadron 42 live gameplay reveal. We're going to be watching the full version. We're not going to watch the crashed version, the one they did on live. They released one later where they had a normal playthrough and there weren't crashes. Because the crashes aren't really a problem for me. There were some other issues I had, but overall I wanted to readdress it and see if maybe I had some issues with it only because I was tired. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do a thumbnail of me doing like something like that. I messed up. Wait, I should get one now in case I need it later. There we go. There's the thumbnails. You don't want me to do the meta? Nah, I try not to use my face because people don't know my face in the Star Citizen community. Obviously they know in Rocket League, but Star Citizen not so much. You don't like this? I'm just gonna do a whole stream like this. That's a YouTube thumbnail practice. It's not gonna work. I have shadows. I don't have to play anything. We're watching stuff today. Anyways, people have come probably for that. I'll probably update the YouTube video after if anyone's watching the VOD. I'll try to have chapters down below. If I don't, good luck scrolling through. Skip ahead a little bit here. But for everyone that is watching on YouTube, I will have a condensed version of this. I have the script. Like, I've been crushing a script out. I mean, where is it? Let me pull it up here. I've been crushing a script out. Oh, I gotta get rid of that schedule. And adjusting it, so anything in yellow I gotta re-record. And then I also got to see if I need to go back over it and readjust it in any given way. So hopefully I'll have this video out on Friday. But today was to go over it again and see if, when I first watched this, I was on 2 hours of sleep. I had been drinking the night before, and I might just not have had the patience for Squadron 42. You know, it's easier when you're out of dopamine to not care as much about stuff. So I am very curious if that affected my my perception of it, because I had a couple issues with it. Going back, I think one of my issues I've resolved now. I don't really have an issue with it. And some of my other ones might have been beefed up more than they needed to be. So again, if you want to watch the full put together, like the probably 10 to 12 minute version of this, you know, tune in for Tuesday. Make sure you're subscribed. But if you're hanging out here today, let's get into it. Let me get my water first. It's the morning and I'm dehydrated. So let me get my water and then we're starting up, ladies and gents. Open my window too. All right. Okay. Twitchers and YouTubers. Let's get her going. Let's start diving into this. As you can tell, I've been looking through it. We rock this 4K. You guys can't even see the 4K. Let's rock this 1440p. Yeah, Triota. We're going to do a deep dive. I will be pausing this. So that's the thing, is I will be pausing this because I've already watched this. Probably like 1.5 times at this point. As I've been capturing footage and editing and putting together my video for Friday on YouTube. By the way, if you're on Twitch and you're not following my YouTube and you're into Star Citizen, check it out. And if you're not into Star Citizen, check it out. I try to make my videos for an audience of just gamers. I try to make it as little Star Citizen nerdy as possible. As much as I could. We got great YouTubers out there that are already doing that kind of stuff. Like, for instance, Space Tomato. Got to give a huge shout out to Space Tomato. He does incredible deep dives on everything. His knowledge of the history of the game and its development really, really deep and rich and good. If you want history of the lore, go check out the internet, or sorry, Paul, the historian. What does he call himself? It's called. Look up Paul Shelley. Anyways, let's dive into this. Let's start watching. If you guys don't know what Squadron 42 is, This is the single-player game being made in tandem to Star Citizen, which you've probably heard lots of. That's the MMO side. This is a single-player version. And I'm very curious for anyone, if you haven't watched this, what you think as we watch this trailer. Obviously, your view is going to be a little skewed because I'm going to be giving my opinions throughout this, but try to form your own if you haven't watched it. And I'd love to hear your thoughts if you have already watched this, and what you thought about it and what you think about it as we go through.
The Navy is not about piloting the most cutting-edge ships or traveling
Henry
to the farthest
Cavill.
reaches of the universe, forging connections that will last your entire life, fighting to protect your home and loved ones.
So what I love about
even
this
learning what you're truly capable
is that they've already done a good job of introducing the diegetic nature of the game, where menus are in the game. Now, this isn't the first game that's done that, obviously, but it is something core to Star Citizen's design, is having everything be diegetic, and you're going to see that more throughout this trailer. So I think this was a good way to just introduce that design philosophy right off the bat by having the main menu be in lore, right? Like you are a recruit watching a recruitment video of Squadron 42. Also, that smile looks super cheesy. Some of the facial stuff's a little off, but overall, it's one of the better ones I've seen out there. So again, look at this. This is very, very cool. Like you have an application form you're going through. Like this feels like a tutorial or a website you're scrolling through. But this is all in the game, and I think this is really cool. Now, one issue, you just saw him. Here's one of my first issues, is you did see, and I'm going to be taking notes throughout this as well, so I need to make sure to mark that down. Let me write some extra notes here. Sorry, this is part of my, the reason I'm doing this is to get extra notes for my script. Very immersive. I'm trying to find time to watch the whole thing in one sitting. Oof. Okay, well, I mean, this could be it, but again, we're going to be doing these pauses. So one thing I love is the immediate diegetic nature with the start menu. Then we have the other issue I have here is the difficulty. But it seemed easy, but it is just the prologue. So it's probably meant to be easy, but yeah, they picked Legatus, which is the highest difficulty. And hey, Build and Play, it didn't seem hard. And let's be honest, Rich didn't look like he was the most active FPS player. You know, I mean, when you're designing games, it's hard to play the games. But just based off his movement alone, I've seen better players, and he wasn't the worst. Oh my God, you've seen IGN players, but yeah, it just seemed too easy for the Legatus difficulty. But they probably didn't want to ruin flow and have it be too hard in the prologue, so that's fine. I'm very upset that they didn't set relation to applicant as like dad or something, or mom. Kind of upsetting.
I assumed you talked to all rookies that way.
I assumed he talked to all the rookies that way.
I'm gonna record my voice as well for the transcript. So as we watch through the Squadron 42 gameplay trailer, hopefully my words will be recorded by this app. No, it won't because I'm on the wrong thing. All right, now as I talk, it should record my words, and as we watch Squadron 42 deep dive trailer, it should record me. It's not. I don't know why.
I'm getting a faint contact on bearing 287. You picking that up?
Yeah, got it. Scanning now.
So they obviously changed a lot of the graphics here too. The first time we saw Squadron 42, this trailer,
Commercial vessel out of Vegas.
it looked different. Actually, there's a YouTuber named Jail that's really good. He does side-by-sides and breakdowns of it. And I think someone on Twitter or Reddit did a dive on the graphical changes that were made. It's interesting that even since the past year, they've made some differences. So, comparison. I haven't. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Build and play. Literally just talking about that. I didn't watch it yet, or I didn't look at it yet. Was that? Do you have the link for it? If you have the link for it, that'd be cool. I preferred some things from last year as well. I agree, especially this opening scene. But this isn't one of my complaints that I have about this. They're going for more of like the realistic look, so I'm okay with that. I mean, it's probably has to do with their implementation of software, like their ray tracing, their version of it, right? Yeah, we'll play a game with stuff like Turk gameplay. Yeah, and maybe that's why. Well, I even asked. So it was funny because, again, we're going through a deep dive of Squadron 42 gameplay trailer today that we've all seen and I had issues with before. But it's funny because Dazarin actually sent a message in one of our caster discords saying, "Yo, this looks this looks fire." What did he say again? He said something about like this looks fire, and I'm like, oh, they liked it. But he did also agree the turret gameplay was a little too long. We'll have to check that later because right now we're going through this.
Civilian traffic is restricted
This
in
is
the
done.
lockdown.
Again, anyone that's watching, even if you watch this VOD afterwards, feel free to leave the comments. I always check the comments after. So if you're watching on YouTube on the VOD after the live stream,
Come back for
we'd
Gary.
still love to hear from you.
Redirect to sector 7 Bravo Echo for immediate tasking.
Copy that. On our way.
I'm not going to talk about these graphical changes really at all. In my like shortened version. The stream volume, like overall, it shouldn't be. Or this.
Copy that. Adjusting here.
This is really loud right now.
Reaper Squadron. Thanks for joining.
Okay, so first bit of thing I want to preempt here, guys. One of my largest issues with this trailer overall was, first off, they stole my move. If you didn't see, I already did that in my Bengal video. Where is it? Tisk. Can't be doing that. I'm gonna have to sue them. Copyright infringement. Look at this. This is almost 1-for-1 the shot I got. Look at this. Look at this. Right here. Obviously they have more ships, but I also did one of those banger zoom ins on it as well. Where was it? Right here. That zoom in right there. That zoom in. They overused that. I used it because it took the beat of the like it was with the music, but yeah, they just kind of overuse it. Yeah, they definitely overuse that crash zoom in this, and I'm gonna point it every time. We need to get a counter going. The cruiser is playable. Nice.
What's your sit rep? In position, holding now. Understood. Stand by for further orders.
Maybe it's your Chrome output or whatever you're using.
Want to lose formation on our battle so we don't clump up. Copy that.
So I have everything almost maxed out. They try it. I wouldn't. Here's the thing. I doubt they watch. Let's be real. There's maybe like a 15. They do watch a lot of stuff. And Star Citizen does follow me on Twitter, like the Robert Space Industry account. So like, there's a chance they see my stuff and get inspired by stuff. Because I was doing a lot of early. I was even talking to Pedro, the guy that does the music for Star Citizen, about doing a music video for him at one point. So I actually had it edited, but then he got busy with some other work. So like there's been interaction, and I don't, if they take, I would be honored more if they took inspiration from me. I doubt it. It could just, these are just crash zooms, right? Anybody can do them. It was just funny that it was during the Bengal too. There's a very, very low chance that they actually even saw my stuff. Or am I supposed to have an ego and say they keep stealing my stuff? Will be
I know I
honest,
just wrote you.
not a big fan of the music choice
But
there.
a couple of hours ago, proximity sensors on the other side of the jump got twigged and went dark. The word is it might be that clan that we've been battling with. I guess that
I can
last
try
fight
to
didn't
up
scare
my
them off
overall
quite like we
sound a
all
bit,
hoped it would.
but
Honestly, we've been out here so long, I don't know what to pull for anymore. I just wanted to let you know. I'll write as soon as I can. Stay safe.
Morph, to be honest, I'll be honest. I think Morph takes beautiful videos, but I will say, I think mine and Doyle's quality standards, in terms of so Morph has a better computer, but in terms of camera shots, Doyle and my quality standards are significantly higher. Morph looks well, not significantly, but there's a lot of times Morph will leave in shots where a janky move was left in, and I will not accept that. I'll go back in for another hour just to get 1 5-second move. I don't accept those kind of things. His videos are still good, but I will say our moves are significantly better when we do cinematic stuff. That's the one thing I'll ego about. I need some round glasses. His hair is a bit curlier than mine though. Mine's wavy.
Never gets old, does it?
Sir,
Eddies. I used to do the same thing when I was first coming up. Post up to the flight deck whenever I could to watch the launches.
So far, no real problems with the game. I didn't have any issues up to this point,
no, sir.
to be honest.
The thing's a beast.
Well, yeah,
Nimble.
the goal I think eventually is to
New
be able
ring
to.
thrusters and 3 mains. It sure sounds like it.
I mean, they want 100 star systems somewhere down the line, right?
Captain
Maybe beyond
McLaren
that.
To the bridge. Captain McLaren to
That'll
the
be a
bridge.
big download file. Early predictions. What do you guys think?
I saw you apply to the flight academy again.
What do you guys think the
Keep your head up.
the final download
Took me a
file
couple times
size will
before I
be
got in.
when Star Citizen hits 1.0?
Thank you, sir.
I like 1.0. I think we're gonna hit 300 gigs.
All gunners. Get your gear and report to your turret. Repeat, all gunners to your turrets.
Yeah, 300. So we're already at like what, 116? And that's up from 80 when I first started playing back in 2019. No, 60 back then.
Oh snap!
The graphics on point, and this is something that I said, fidelity-wise, this game, on point. Like they that was not something I was worried about. Graphics wise, we knew that they'd keep it clean. Look at this. Honestly, like transparent objects in games are very hard, let alone the reflections they have off of all these surfaces. This looks so good. Like, look at, oh, they'll definitely have GI. Like they have their software version that they're using, but look at the, again, I'm not a lighting expert, but look at even through this, how that blue light is lightly, it's getting dissipated. So see how it's stronger at the top here? Because it's making it through that top level. But on the sides, as the light has to go through the transparent object, it is being reduced, but it's still making it through. That is so hard to do. I don't think you understand how amazing a shot like this actually is. Maybe y'all do, but this is incredible. Incredible work. And the fact that it's not even just a still, I can play it and it looks good. Yeah, look at, and I think they did that on purpose. Watch the light as you move along too, as it hits the different wrinkles. Like this isn't just, oh, this looks, let's see, wait, look, when they turn around, what light it's, oh yeah, it's this. It's so good, man. Hey, what's up, Tyler? Sorry, on the back side of the wall?
Oh, snap.
Is it perfect? Absolutely not. And you're going to see some of the light that should be going through here from the light behind us isn't making it through, right? But I'm talking more specifically when it comes to the shaders on the transparent object. That in itself is very difficult. Different. It is it. What? Yeah, making the material look like the material is cool.
I talked to Watkins in logistics, and he said the recon team was wiped out.
Really?
You're right. The
Why are
shadow
we
could
sitting
have
here. Vandulon's stupid. If
Regardless,
they
it's
would have
phenomenal.
hit us by now.
Hey, they can take as much time as they want. The longer they wait, more of a chance the 42s to get back.
Well, they can hit whenever.
You just describing yourself, Tyler?
Hey, there you are.
Hey,
Where's your helmet?
can't gun without it.
So we're gonna get to one of my first complaints in a little bit here.
I gotta get to my turret. Got to go up.
Well, I guess my first complaint technically was the difficulty level, but I have another complaint coming up soon.
And I haven't been able to sleep since. I heard my buddy over on.
So I love what they're doing here. And again, obviously this can be fake, but what they're doing is they've always talked about they want the ship to feel alive. There's people doing stuff. The question is, will that turn into reality once we get into the prologue? This is obviously very linear right now. There's a set path they can set up, people talking as you go. The question is, will that still feel lively once you get into the ship and it becomes more of like a open choice of where to go? Because you're gonna have like an open world ship, I guess, to go in. So the question is that still gonna feel alive later on? That's a lot of work to put in. And some of the stuff they showed about being able to get involved in conversation and just walk away from that conversation, have that NPC react by being like, oh, okay, bye, based off where you're standing. And then when you come back to them, they'll say, oh, as I was saying, and continue where they left off. They showed that tech off years ago. And if that's in the game, we're in for a really, really cool immersive experience. But we didn't get to see any of that, obviously, in this. So I will say dialogue-wise, it's not bad, but there's definitely some moments of tropiness, and maybe that's what they're going for. I feel like this video, sorry I'm talking a lot, but it's a deep dive. I feel like this video did have a lot of throwback, like there's a lot of references to other sci-fi. There's moments that feels like Halo, there's moments that feels like Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica. There's so many references and inspirations, but I also worry that they'll get into a little bit of tropiness, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
reinforcements.
Gotta send them through, right? We've been getting tuned up for weeks.
It's this Polo
So-
Initiative horse shit. High Command's been
These environments do feel really,
so everybody's taking
really.
notes.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't notice this on the first playthrough. So he just mentioned the Polo Initiative, and it actually popped up new entry Polo Initiative. So I guess you're going to be able to find more about the lore by going around. I hope that's not the only thing you get by exploring and finding conversations like this. But that is a nice extra, like, there's a lot of people that are into lore, like Paul Shelley, like I mentioned, that this stuff will be cool. Maybe these turn into side quests. One of my favorite side quest, like, getting moments in gaming was in Skyrim. I read a book. Sometimes I just read books for lore. I read a book, and as I read through the pages, I suddenly unlocked a quest. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like I had to explore to find this side quest rather than it just be an NPC that gives it to me in the middle. So if we can have some of that kind of stuff, I think that'd be a really cool way to explore it. I don't know how much open world this is going to be, if it's going to be super linear, but I didn't notice that on the first time through. So that is cool. It does not have enough social interaction. Know what natural conversation is. That's fair. Yeah, I missed that on the first
Winslow
playthrough
and
too.
Banshee told me they got denied on extra ammo for their main gun.
Almost like the suits on F1 attack.
Maybe we should oblige you. Not to go to the mall or shit all
Have you heard about this show, Lost Squadron?
Obviously, having a mocap studio has been really good for them.
Show about the fall of Caliban.
Supposedly out next year.
I don't wait.
Fall of Caliban.
Wait, did he? Oh, okay, never mind. Is that a 40K reference? Because I also thought it might have been an Expanse reference. Or is Caliban an in-lore thing?
Are they seriously doing another show about the fall of Caliban?
Oh, okay. That's that's in.
Supposedly out next year.
Okay, cool. Supposedly out next year. I don't know if that's a cheeky bite at themselves, but look at this right now. This bias lighting, the lights it's casting. Honestly, this looks so good. I think they were making fun of themselves there with the supposedly out next year.
Teach him what I taught you. And do me a favor.
Tyler, I'd love your thoughts on this trailer if you haven't watched yet, and if you do watch the whole way through with us today. Oops, I'm not full screen, sorry. So this is one of the first times we saw the transition, the smooth transition from our character to cinematics. And I love it. I think that looks really, really clean. We'll see more of those throughout the trailer. Super, super clean. And what it does is it showcases that these cutscenes are happening in real time, right? Like this isn't something that it's cutting to a video that's pre-made or pre-baked. And that was a big point they made, is that when you see another NPC call you on their, like the Moby Glass, or you see them in your ship, that NPC is actually in the game, in space, doing a video call, a live video call with you. They are being rendered in the space they're in, and then called afterwards. So there's no faking it. If you walk down there, you would see them in that spot video calling you. So I wonder if you can get in back of your own like video calls sometimes. And I think that's a really cool detail. People are going to take a little, like people that didn't know that are going to take some time to like find and realize about the game when they finally get into it. Because I love, like Red Dead Redemption, I love real-time cutscenes that you can do something in the world and the cutscenes are interacted. They also mentioned in cutscenes, you won't skip cutscenes, but you'll be able to leave the cinematic camera that they've set up for you and just watch the scenario from your own first-person perspective. So the actors will keep doing their stuff. You just won't have the cool cinematic cameras getting close-ups and stuff of them. We don't see that here, and maybe Prologue you can't do that because there's a lot going on away from you. But that would be cool if they do keep up with that. That'll give a lot of really cool replay value to it by being able to go through it in different ways each playthrough. Hour 16. It was the full prologue and a lot of cinematic. This deep dive, no, I've talked a lot already, but I think it shouldn't go too much longer. There'll be a lot of sections here where I'm just playing out. The way the crew talks about it, they're supposed to explain to the player that these people absorb board the ship really have no clue what it's like to fight against Vandul. It's been 60 years since the fall of Kabbalah. The problem is that as a new player that doesn't know the lore, it really doesn't and this is one thing I had is there's a lot of presumed knowledge here, I think, in this prologue that on second watch through makes sense. But they definitely, those small things, again, I think this is a game that might get better as you go through, but on first playthroughs, people might have issues with it, to be honest.
Hey. All set? Hey, you get any sleep last night? Yeah, me neither.
So this was a fun thing as well. I noted that the quest to follow Marcus was optional. And this to me is a good sign going forward. Obviously, there's probably not much you can do here, but this indicates you can just go off. You don't have to actually follow him, get dialogue with him. You can go listen to other people. That's good because I'm hoping more optional quests. How this actually affects you down the road, who knows? This is, the only thing you're probably losing here is hearing him say a couple voice lines. But in the future, I'm curious if this plays into branches. I feel like the main story is going to be very linear. There's a way they want to tell the story, but I wonder how relationships will be affected. There's probably not a lot of diversity that we'll find, though. My hunch is there won't be a lot of diversity when it comes to outcomes and different like endings, etc., because the lore is the lore, and it's got to fit a certain way. So maybe relationships, but it is cool to at least see, okay, there's the potential for choice in this. They fix the walk speed. I hate when you can't match the NPC or following breaks them. Tyler, do you not remember Star Citizen has a scroll wheel thing where you can just change your walk speed? Hey, Blackout. Lore tour. Oh, yeah. Build and Play does lore tours. I have a video they'll be out. I had to hit all the CitizenCon stuff first. So after this, the next video I'm working on is, or finishing, I already started it, the lore tour video. So again, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see what those lore tours are like. You did not remember? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they'll have that in this as well. But they didn't indicate that to the player that you can do that, so they must start you at this walk speed. But yeah, other games, man, it's so stupid. You either run just slightly too fast, or you walk just slightly too slow. Oh, let me go back. Okay, something I didn't notice on the first playthrough is there are indicators here. I'm assuming this is for interacting. Because you can see as they pop up, as he turns his head, watch the bench here and the bench on the other side. So those look like spots you could sit down and maybe start having conversation. And this is where the optional thing comes in. So there's probably a lot of conversations and side stuff that we're actually missing that the player can discover later on if you hang out in the mess hall here. Yeah. I got to write that note down. Sorry, I'm also taking notes to... In the mess hall, there were a lot of interactable points that if you didn't follow Marcus, it seems you could listen in on conversations or interact with objects to get more info about the world around you. Because I'm trying to... I have a long script already. And I have a long script already, and I've recorded and edited most of this. But I need to... So that's my script so far. Yellows I need to re-record, and then now I'm taking notes to try to readjust. I want to make sure it's a good video and thought out. So initially, it was just my initial takes, and they weren't the most positive. I mean, it was overall pretty good. But yeah, I'm noticing more on this rewatch, so I'm very, very happy about this.
Oh, bad news. I heard Goofy was assigned to your rig for this last shift, so brace yourself. Your controls are gonna be screwed.
So his voice line triggered.
Oh,
right there. You can see the walking animation right about this line here. There, changed slightly. I'm guessing that he might actually just wait there for you if you didn't follow him. And that's a voice line to trigger if you're in his vicinity. So it looks like you will be able to move around. Yeah,
oh,
that's cool.
bad news. I heard Goofy was assigned to your rig.
It was very
for this
smooth
last
though.
shift, so
That was very
brace
smooth.
yourself. Your controls are gonna be screwed.
If you weren't looking for it, you wouldn't have noticed that, and I didn't.
This is Captain McLaren. CitizenCon upgraded to orange. All reserve personnel get to your stations.
Cool. So I was worried that like I'd be in the middle of a conversation in mess hall if I do choose to go the extra routes, and then the battle happens. But it looks like you're not going to be rushed. This is probably the trigger in the hallway here for things to happen. So that's good. I'm definitely going to be sitting down at those benches. I was getting sick of waiting.
Hey, good luck. See you up there.
You got it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll try. I'll try.
God damn it, Goofy, get the hell out of there.
Friggin' Goofy.
So glad you could join us. I want you calibrated and ready to fire in 5, here?
The trench missiles are creepy. Yeah, he did. He's finally some action. Obviously, a little Star Wars going on here.
I don't know how the hell Goofy uses this thing with those settings.
The voice line variety is really, yeah.
So you can get operational. Just follow the on-screen instructions for the calibration program. Stand by. We'll start with tracking. Since we're out here hunting a Vandal clan, I'll load up one of their ships for you to follow.
I love how beefy these turrets feel. No, what do you mean?
Right.
Sarcastic.
Should be all set for controlling your turret.
What are you talking about?
I'll test your firing mechanics.
I was not being sarcastic. There's a lot of voice lines going on. There were like 10 people talking at one point there.
I'll load up a larger van dual ship for you to practice targeting specific parts of the enemy.
Yeah, so those little things there, those are real live, like, Skype calls, essentially. This is all just the training.
Okay, your targeting is
Honestly, I didn't have
solid, so that should do
too many
it.
issues up to this point.
Check any other gunners, and they seem to be up as well. Everyone up? Marcus, test your tilt. System says it's ticking.
Moving out, sir. Seems fine to me.
A lot of my problems start to come with the... Most of my problems actually are with the directing. I really do think the directing in this game, when it comes to cinematics, is...
what's happening, sir?
and I don't know who the director is, but...
At least that's what should be happening.
It definitely...
My money's still on the drill.
What did I just say?
Felt
Sorry, sir.
B tier. The acting's phenomenal.
Not bad time,
Goofy read like I was getting sick of waiting, and then the black dude said they were right after. Marcus?
Attention, Second Fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. For 6 months now, we have faced an elusive enemy determined to see the Empire burn and every human with it. There have been battles. There have been losses.
So right now the directing's good
Each and
here.
every one of you has proven yourself time and again, but today
I mean,
must
Gary
ask
Oldman's a
for
fucking
more.
legend.
Today, we fight one last battle.
Chris Roberts, the director? Okay, that makes sense then.
Advanced recon indicates the entire Vandal fleet has just entered the system. This means
Oh, they did leave that one pop in. So yeah, that one texture pop, that guy phasing. That's really funny. Yeah, they'll have to fix that. It's funny because it looks like they have a different model, and like that's a different character entirely. Oh, I guess the eyes are the same. It's interesting. I wonder what causes that bug. That is
means
interesting.
a kingship is headed our way. Now, some of you will not survive today, but there will be no time for sorrow. We will have to grieve for them later. Because 2 billion souls in this system hang in the balance.
So this is cool, and this is how you know it's not faking. There's a little bit of texture popping when they cut scenes there. That camera actually just went down to this
2 billion
planet.
souls in this system hang in the balance. There should be no illusions about what we were up against. In the history of the UEE, a kingship has entered human space a handful of times. Battle of Orion, Siege of Tiber, the fall of Caliban.
So right now, directing on point. Honestly, I think this is great. We're getting a good speech, some great shots of Admiral Bishop. We're getting the also, by the way, later on, underneath right here, underneath the text, this guy kind of looks like chubbier Will Poulter. Problem means the cheesy story works from lower text. It works. You're still making themselves too serious. The high-end graphics here make all problems. Well, again, this is why I'm watching it, because some of the problems I had before don't exist anymore. I think I was just tired on that day.
But we are the second.
But right now, this is great. They're giving.
We'll remember us differently.
Hey, thank you for the sub.
How are you?
About it being kind, because today
I don't know. My alerts
we
broke.
define ourselves through our actions.
Fucking fuck, bud. I don't know why it didn't do the GFFB thing. I'll have to fix that later. 9 months. We got a baby. What's the baby's name? And Admiral's gonna be allowed on the front line. Oh, in today's yeah, no, definitely. We're not playing Star Citizen. We're watching Squadron 42. How you doing though? Thank you for the resub. Anyways, directing good. We're getting lots of shots of the people around. This is what you want in a moment like this, right? This is intense. You need to see how people are reacting to this. What are the emotions of the humans in this scenario, especially when they're about to go up against an alien race? Let's connect with the humans. Good job so far. I love what we're doing and what we're seeing. These little moments of what looks like they're not treating us stupid. Here's a little like handmade ship that presumably their kid probably made that they're holding. This is good. I like this. The back and forth, no problems yet. Problems coming a little bit.
Lose the system. We will not fall back. We will win because we have to. We fight today. So in 40 years from now, when you're surrounded by everything and everyone you hold dear, and they ask,
Leaf Jr., I like
what did
it.
you do in the Battle of Vega? You can look them in the eye and say,
I held the line.
I held the line. Men and women of the Second Fleet, I am proud to stand with you today.
Here's the thing. Any mediocre dialogue that does happen later is going to be... I think it's a good idea they spend all the money on these actors, because these actors are going to be able to save anything.
Any word from the recon team?
Not yet.
Like, these are A to S tier actors.
Let's get into position.
I think Mark Strong is severely underrated, by the way. I love Mark Strong. Wait. Oh, I was about to mention that too. You do not need like these ships have thrusters. To be fair, never mind. They would still have the thrusters on. I was going to say maybe it's just to reduce wind in there. I don't know. The thing I do find interesting though is that there's only 2. Or maybe the rest already launched. But that's not a very large fleet inside of Bengal. Oh, yeah, so you don't need to launch them in ammo. Yeah. So this is good. Establishing shot. Humans are ready. And that's key to one of my problems coming up. We know at this point, humans are ready. The battle will be soon. We are prepared. We're waiting. And now it's just a waiting game. I like it. I don't mind the extended shots here just to show that what's going on. Okay. Vandu will arrive. Good build up of music. Honestly, the music's phenomenal too. Yeah.
Fleet, hold fire until my mark.
Yeah, I saw JL trying to do some translations. So, only problem I have here is, and maybe you guys can walk me through this. At this point, maybe recon would they would have scanned. Would there not be discussion? Like, would we not hear chatter when we go back to the bridge of weapons teams trying to work up solutions based off the ships they're now seeing? I mean, I guess the ships probably have enough computational power just to do that automatically that they don't need to talk, but it did feel a little dead on the bridge at times, but maybe again, that was the first time. We'll find it out. I haven't watched it in a more awake mindset yet, so. It was such a totally unnecessary shot. So here's one of my first directing issues. I do not think we needed to go back to showing the fleet. We already had an establishing shot. We know the humans are waiting and prepared. So totally, exactly, yeah. So that combined with this complaint I have here is kind of first set me off like, oh man, the directing. We should continue with this shot. Show the ships. This is great. This looks phenomenal. And then everything from here is unnecessary. This serves no purpose at all. I'm learning nothing. I'm gaining nothing. I'd rather in those moments, if you're going to show anything, show the humans' reactions. We have not seen how the humans react to this yet. At all. You just had this massive fleet. What about all these rookies? I want to know how they're reacting, how they're feeling. We had so many great emotional shots before. Where are they now? Me looking at the establishing shot of the fleet waiting, which you've already done, is a waste of time and ruins the pacing, in my opinion. And this is where I had a lot of I had issues with the pacing. This feels completely unnecessary. And another crash zoom that serves no purpose. So what we should have done is gone back to this shot. This shot should have come right after here. So we go from there to, oh, sorry, went to the wrong spot. The second that they come in, we see them come in.
My mark.
Oh, I went too far. Where is it? No, that's it. Yeah. So they come in. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful shots. This shot. And then it should have gone straight to this shot again. And then you end. This is a perfect finish of momentum. They have arrived. Next story beat. Now we go back to humans. What are they thinking? That crash zoom, that's fine. I think this crash zoom is better because you're like, oh shit, what are we feeling now, guys? Let's see the humans. And the next shot should be of a human. Yes, perfect.
Strip safety zoom.
That's the order. That whole sequence of showing us again, it just shows to me a bit of infatuation with itself, right? The directing is, there's a little ego going on. And to me, that is worrisome. Oh, my camera just died. It's worrisome because it indicates to me there's the possibility of more problems like this in the future. A slow sweat round. Yeah, right. Like show worry, show how the humans are reacting to this. Why aren't we seeing exactly? Intense and memorable musical score, and best of all, is loaded from top to bottom with. I agree, but that shot specifically, Colin, not needed. Let me get my camera back on in a second here. I'm sorry. I'll try to snooze it, guys, but there are going to be ads on Twitch, and I do apologize for everyone on Twitch here. So go over to the YouTube if you want to not miss the next 3 minutes. Guys in the fighters, by the time I got the 40 hours, they could have got 40 hours by showing the pilots F7 instead of a random crash. Yeah. So let me turn my fan on so my camera doesn't die. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna turn this on. YouTube's here. Yeah, YouTube's about to rise up. YouTube master race. It's interesting for live streams. Personally, I like watching on Twitch, but there are some things that YouTube does better. If your camera starts to guide, it's walking. It's alive. Right, build and play. Something, right? Yeah, like I feel like that's a valid criticism. Now, obviously, it doesn't take away. Just to me, the problem is like, is this indicative of a larger what's the word I'm looking for? Self-insistent directing style. Look at this beautiful thing we've made, and they choose to look at the beautiful things over substance and storytelling. And while I know a lot of men can relate to that, it it does feel like that there's some spots that it could have tightened up. And there's spots that can tighten up going into the future. But again, this is just prologue. We don't know what the rest of the game's going to be. I just hope it's not a sign of that going forward. Visual quality. Yeah, it's better for visual quality. If you don't care about emotes and stuff, yeah, the social aspect is better on Twitch. But when it comes to YouTube, the quality just significantly better. I'm music. Look at and Twitch also crashed during the Squadron 42 part of the stream, which was funny. All right, let's keep going.
We'll have to hit him close. I want him live on launch.
So okay, that was actually I never got that line. I didn't get this.
We'll have to hit him close. I want him live on launch.
We'll have to hit him close. You don't want him. You don't want them live on launch? I don't get that line. Am I stupid? When this was playing live during CitizenCon? Yeah, of course, Mike. I mean, I think we all are. It's the first time we got to see the game in action, you know? The rumors of playable demo for an audience obviously turned out not to be true, but playable demo was true. It was just played by Rich Tyre. Yeah, I just didn't get that line. I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what that meant. Look at those big guns, though. Okay. And now, obviously, the big thing we have to realize here is there's going to be liberties taken when it comes to realistic space fighting. So I kept that in mind. We already know this is not going to be realistic space battles. These are Star Wars style battles. It's dogfighting. Reality. They would not have come through. Why would they have left the cloud, right? They would have just stayed in the gas cloud, hidden their emissions, and fired missiles that way. They would have created solutions. They wouldn't have been that close. They would have fired missiles from planets away. That's how real space battles would go. So just keep in mind whenever you're thinking that's not realistic, it's just meant to look cool. So that's one thing I will have criticisms for it. They said, no, this is the style of space combat we're going for. That's the style that we get. You don't understand it? Okay.
What are they waiting for?
What do you mean, what are they waiting for? That was a dialogue choice that didn't make sense to me either. Because literally at the beginning of this speech, almost the first thing that Admiral Bishop says is they have a kingship. Is that not their kingship? Like, they knew it was coming in. I mean, which one of the other ones would have been their kingship? there are no individually identifiable ships here that would be a kingship. Right? Like you could just look and be like, well, obviously the kingship's not there. The better line would be, where's the kingship? And then have it come through, in my opinion. Let me mark that down, because that's something. Dialogue. What are they waiting for? So again, so there was these little small things that started to get to me. Be like, overall, keep in mind throughout this whole deep dive, guys, I am walking away with positivity and excitement towards this. I do think it's going to be a fun game. I just worry that directing choices like this are going to hold the game back a little bit in terms of impact that they're going to have on a player and like emotional connection. Because it does just feel like they add up when you have these, like the longer pacing, the dialogues. It's just like, don't know. Thought the line was unearned. They should have sat there for another minute in tense silent anticipation. Yeah, well, I mean, no, well, I'm already having issues with the pacing, right? I don't know if I would have wanted even more. But you're right, that could have gotten it across that if someone said it's been 3 minutes, why haven't they attacked? And then it shows up. But yeah, the line definitely should have been not what are they waiting for?
What are they waiting for?
Because we already know. Now, this was actually pretty smart. Well, unrealistic for eyeline. I actually thought this was a smart directing choice.
What are they waiting for?
Let's give it the other way around. So he's looking that way. The reality is those ships are going to be so far away that he probably doesn't need to turn his head that drastically, right? You could probably just shift your eyes and maybe this much to like see the whole fleet, right? They're far enough away. But this was a really good, it gave motion to the lead room. So his lead room is on his right side here. And what it does is gives motion to like, we're going to look this way again. And again, when it comes to the camera shot, our camera shot is a low angle right, where they're being shot from a high angle left, which is actually an interesting choice too. I do want to mention the angle shots. A lot of times we're watching the human shots. It's either eye level angle or high angle. All the shots of the Van Duel so far have been low angle. And what that does is subconsciously indicate to you who has more power. The humans, we connect with them with eye level, but when it comes to the Van Duel, they are in a position of submission to the Van Duel. So that is a good choice directing wise. And again, I do like the direction for Mark Strong to make that wide movement of, oh, look, there's the kingship. It makes the moment big. Yeah, Mike. Most of my content, if you're not already subbed on the channel, almost all of it's Star Citizen now. I love Star Citizen. I also love, again, movies. This is why I'm breaking down some of the directing choices here. You got a bounce letter. Hey, cool. Well, the VOD's going to be there. Thanks for coming by, Toyota. And again, a shorter version will be on the YouTube channel, hopefully on Friday. This is turning out to maybe be a bigger video than I thought. So I'll aim for Friday. But I am aiming to have just more content, at least a video a week on the channel, potentially more. 8 kilometers away from them. Yeah. Well, sure. I'm just saying, even if he did have to turn his head, I like the choice regardless. That's a reaction. That's what we wanted even from the rest. Imagine, okay, think about this. Imagine the contrast between seeing the reactions of the rookies when they just see the initial fleet come through of like, oh my God, right? Like, whoa. And then, but Admiral Bishop's still chilling, like, cool, that's them, we know. And then when the kingship comes in, even though he knows it's coming, still does this stand up. That, to me, would indicate how frigged up of a battle this is about to be, right? You start lowest stakes with the rookies, and then you jump to the point when it's highest stakes. Your top guy, the guy that's seen some shit, he's out of his seat at that point. To me, that would create a nice level of escalation of like, uh-oh, okay, we are in trouble here at this point. What's up, MGL? Sorry, Tyler. Oh, for the, yeah, true, because it did say they were on, enabled. That thing is fucking huge, dude. Like, that's rivaling, like some stars or some Halo shit. That thing is massive, dude. That is fucking.
I thought it would be bigger.
Good direct. Oh, the acting is so good. Halo ships are fucking huge. Let's take a look at the Citadel. Or not Citadel. High Charity. Wrong game. I love the Van Duel reveals here too. Their language is cool too. I love it's very
ship's locked, sir. Fleet's ready.
Physical as well.
Stand by.
The acting made it solid. Yeah, I think because especially Admiral Bishop's like, and then back into like it. Oh, I know it's a full-fledged language. Yeah. Bitch! Cool. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I love the physical element of it. I'm pretty sure we straight up just hear a TIE fighter sound at one point in this battle. Yeah, those are TIE fighters, dude. So here a lot of Star Wars inspiration at this point. I mean, these are TIE fighters. And they're the bad guys, the dark side, and we'll get into tropes later. So far, not the worst thing going on here, but there will be tropes that I have issues with later. But this is one of my favorite shots. The next one, this one, I fucking love that shot. The music. That was clean. I love that. Yeah, that's wallpaper worthy. Again, I love this transition in, and time for turrets. I will say Maelstrom looks phenomenal here. I love that ship physics actually carry through. Destroyed pieces, keep on moving. Oh, they're very distinctive too. Yeah, the music. Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, that's what I said. Lots of inspirations from different. There's moments in this that feels like The Expanse as well. When we get to like the EVA section, lots of inspiration from different sci-fis. This is a 21 by. I think it's a 21 by 9. It might be a 2 by 1. Probably a 21. I think it's a 21 by 9. Probably. Actually, I'm sorry. I can tell you right now, since we're into the gameplay, I'll tell you right now. If this, I'll put it on this screen, full screen it. It's 21 by 9 because I have an ultra wide monitor. So. So that is true, Blackout. My first issue with gameplay is that this is a prologue. You want the player to be able to be involved in some way. You've already just had a long cutscene. We're in the action. This is good. You bring this on a little bit longer, but the turret gameplay goes on a little too long. You add that on to some of the unnecessary cutscenes or dialogue. It's the buildup of things that starts to feel like this is longer than it needs to be. But we'll feel it. Turret gameplay's fine right now. I don't feel like it's overwhelming. This is cool. We're doing fine right now. And again, it looks phenomenal with Vega and or sorry, yeah, it's Vega, right? In the background.
Gauntlet, I've got bogeys I can't shake. I need a brush off. You got your pilot. All right, gunners, protect our fighters. Tracking's on.
Maybe. I mean, what they are doing is introducing players to shooting in the game without allowing movement. So right now you have no character movement. So I guess they want to slowly introduce you to that, but it is sort of treating people like idiots. I mean, most people that are going to play this game are experienced gamers. So I don't think the turret gameplay needs to go on for extremely long amount of time. Cutscene back out. That feels like good pacing. Right now, this is good pacing. Oh yeah, Kojima would be proud. I'm so happy about Maelstrom. It's one of the key things that actually brought me into this game in the first place was the physical destruction.
Position back and drift 8 degrees off X-axis. That
That's
should
Aaron,
bring
sorry.
that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats off integrity.
Why do I feel like that wasn't in the original? I don't remember that. Because one of my complaints was we didn't have enough of this. And I guess maybe I was talking or something happened. Is this when I flipped over to Twitch or to YouTube? This might have been when I flipped over to YouTube because Twitch was having a knip shit. I think that's what happened. So yeah, so this was the one point I missed, which completely eliminates one of my points of criticism. Is I'm like, where is the planning? You're now in the middle of the shit, dude. You need to start communicating. And I missed that. That's what it was. Okay. Take about this girl. I bet this is still going. It might be. Good luck at school. You're right. The background. I guess you can't have too many voices going on. I would like to hear some chatter though. We'll take a look. Let's see what's going on here in this scene. But this does fix one of my criticisms, at least.
August, shift your position back and drift 8 degrees off X-axis.
I mean, that guy was doing stuff.
That should bring that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, Redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats out.
Like, you can see there's people doing stuff, but I would like to see their mouths moving. Even if we don't hear it, mouths moving, them talking. Even if we don't have actual chatter, something to indicate that someone's on like a call, like they're doing this, like, oh, I'm talking to someone kind of thing, right? Some sort of indication that they are communicating with people. I think, and that's something they actually could just fix. Like that, they can add that. You literally just add a talking face onto the scene. You literally gotta change nothing else except that. So I would appreciate that. I think if they did that, I think a lot of our qualms are probably gone. All right, let's listen to the tactics since I missed this the first time. I actually want to hear what they say.
August, shift your position back and drift 8 degrees off X-axis. That should bring that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats off integrity.
I like that.
Scimitar, your turn to play bait.
Yeah, I completely missed that whole section. Oh, there is something. While I know we're going for
Raiden, you're their support.
Star Wars style, the one thing that doesn't make sense to me, and you'll see it again later, is when the ship gets destroyed, it goes like this. You're in space. Why would you wouldn't start falling? What are you falling towards? If anything, you would keep going straight because the planet's in front of you. So that the sinking didn't make a lot of sense. It's like an airplane going out of flight, right? And it happens again later. I think one of the hammerheads goes, yeah, the hammerhead. I'm like, that, I know they had to get it out of the shot. It was definitely a directing choice, but instead what you could have had is the camera go over it instead, show it go down, and then you go to, but like they had the ship move instead. Or you would get, yeah, that's the thing. Theoretically, that one is a lot more realistic because the missile does hit from the top, right? That one a little more believable. The hammerhead one was a little over the top though. I'll give that one a pass.
Push forward. Let's see how strong their line is. Raiden, you're their support.
Nice shot. I feel like the sound on that railgun was a little underwhelming. I know we're in space, but yeah, that one I'll give a pass. But that railgun was definitely too quiet.
Multiple impacts, sir. Could have been capital ship fire.
No, it's too focused. It's more like heavy fire.
Yeah, and this one I'm not going to dive into the realism too much. Like the whole sinking ship thing or airplane going down.
Sweep up some fighters on us.
Not the biggest problem to me, right? Like that's not what I have concerns with. But more of it was in the directing and
On it, sir.
dialogue choices.
Get us in close.
Aye, sir.
You're up, turret gunners. We're guarding Bishop here. Make me proud.
I do like that shot though. It's real sense of scale of how big these actually are.
Further, Captain. I want those dual ships fried and crispy. Copy? Aye, Captain. Copy that.
On it, sir.
You know, my issue with the pacing becomes less of an issue, or like the turret gameplay is less of an issue now that I know why we're shooting again. That section I missed significantly helps a lot of concerns. I still think it might be a little too long though. Oh my Jesus fuck. Look at this guy fucking go. Woo! Back up with God.
Fighters knock out Gary's shields. Enemy bombers are incoming. Take them out. Tracking's on.
Yeah, I got fucking wind, bro. Oh, I'm Gregarious bottom, yeah.
There, got one. Here we go. Target down.
Okay, so here's the thing. On first playthrough, this is too long. Second playthrough, it seems less of a problem, but the thing is, everyone's going to play through for the first time once, right? And that's the playthrough you need to make the most impactful, generally. The replay value obviously is important, but I heard a lot of people talk about the turret gameplay being too long. And on first playthrough, it felt like that. I also love that little detail of one of the you can see right there, one of the rockets actually hits the edge of this ship here, and its shields go off, which was cool. Yeah. Why do you think it's too long for people who don't have a lot of experience? It's just boring. You're not moving. As a general gamer that's not used to Star Citizen's style of gameplay, it's just too. I want control of my ship, my person, right? Like I'm playing this whole game right now with a mouse. One hand's off the keyboard the whole time.
Thank you, sir. Good job.
If the gameplay was more immersive, like I had to do more stuff, sure. But right now it's this. This is what I'm doing. So I think if they went, the problem for me, I think the pacing only starts to hit here. We should not have gone back to fighters, like light and medium fighters. We should have just stuck to the larger ships. And like, you know, the next one that comes up, like crashes, lasers a ship and comes through, and we have to take the turrets out. That we should have moved to that and then been on with it. For a prologue, right? Have longer fights later on that are intense, but for a prologue, you just, a player's going to get bored quickly.
I'm picking up glaives. Take him out.
Hey, what's up, Doyle? Welcome back. You had an issue with this whole fight? Oh, yeah? What were your issues? See, the second you had taken that last ship, it should have gone to this. Raise the impacts. We just lost a ship. It went back to shooting the fighters, which was just too much. And again, all those little additional pacing things, the extra 1 minute, 2 minute here and there, starts to add up.
Gotta take out that hunter's small turret.
In real space combat, you wouldn't have any small fighters at all. But this obviously isn't realistic. So yeah, he should have gotten to this section and then gone on. This looks great though. It should have so I know this is just teaching you, but there needed to be stakes here. The problem is there's no stakes. I don't know what, like, if I take longer, am I gonna lose? Like, I don't feel like me as a gamer that I'm being challenged at all in this moment. What should have happened is it said, we're getting hit, and then shown some sort of timer that I have to shut these down in, or a health bar or something, right? I need to have a goal. And right now, the only goal I have is the arbitrary goal of what I'm being told to do. I have no, from my perspective, I have no fail state. What's our fail state here? And without a fail state, there's no stakes. And with no stakes, there's no investment. So there has to be some sort of fail state here. And I don't know what it is, if there is one. These servers take too much to take out 7 minutes. Yeah, feel a lot of games fail in that aspect. There's definitely other games that'll fail, but it's just like in a prologue specifically. I need to feel invested somewhere, right? Chris Maelstrom, she can be killed. I just don't have any indication of what's going to kill me, though. Like, there's no... We need to see it, I guess. We need stakes. I don't know how they'll solve it. That's up to them. But as an end user, there needs to be stakes. As a certified, experienced gamer, I know what makes games work and not work. And investment through fail states is one of them. There's a fail state. This one's going to die. Right. It just needs to be. It just needs to be obvious, right? To the player right now, it's just a on-rail shooter that I can't lose. And again, with the fact that there was a little bit of extended turret play, I think overall, like, they've got beautiful pieces here. There's just sometimes that pacing becomes a bit of a problem. The stakes for Marcus. Yeah, but could you have saved him? I think Marcus is gone. I really don't know what kind of level of branching this game will have. I mean, it's got a pretty well, it seems like very straightforward story that it wants to go for. And if you're going for a linear story, it's really hard to branch a lot. So maybe if he's alive, he's just there and says stuff throughout the game, and now you're recording all those voice lines for the rest of the game for someone that could die right at the beginning. I feel like he was just dead to kind of give you some sort of stakes, I guess. That's our stakes. But could I have saved them? I don't know. I'm not aware of that, right? Like, the player right now, it feels like they're in limbo. I'm just on a rail kind of shooting. Hey, what's up, Jabril? I mean, maybe you could have saved them if you shot them into, right? When Marcus kissed the picture of his family, he was dead. Storytelling indicates that he will die now. Because his ship comes around Marcus to its main turret. I think it would be better if you're destined to fail in the prologue. Well, I guess, I mean, we'll see. We'll see it. We sort of do. But then we get into one of our other tropes going forward. Stakes too. Blackout, go hit up the store, bring some stakes packs for the class. Too long to get your helmet. Yeah, that would be really cool. I would love that. I just don't think that will happen. So we took out those turrets. Is this necessary as well? Like, is this gameplay necessary? Like, I get the goal is that they want you switching between missiles and main guns, but Oh, and we need this. Yeah, because that hits the... We need the one that hits.
Keep up that fire. Get ready. Corvette's coming around. All gunners, get ready to target the main turret.
The music is freaky, dude. The screaming.
Marcus! Is that Marcus? Can anybody see shots on fire?
Again, this is just too much. Most of the stuff that I had complaints about before are being resolved. This one's not. This is too long. Yeah. Like, I was thinking that too, that, okay, the ship's got to move through space. But, I mean... I don't know what their goal is. Like, if someone breaks out, you can watch this fight take place in real time or something. I don't know.
We should get the hell out of here. I need help.
What would have been cool, and maybe it does, what would have been cool is, you know, the launch pods that just attach there, is if you kill all of them before they attach, if you have less people to shoot in the end scene. That would be cool. Perhaps the prologue should have been on a smaller scale. I don't mind the scale. I just mind the length of this gameplay. I mean, you can cheat it out with a cutscene. I mean, you can end this anytime. You just, because it ends with a ship crashing into the turret. Just have that happen sooner, and then you just move the time. Like, what happens outside of that, you fuck fake. I don't give a fuck if you fake it. Quickly move the ships to where they need to be in that time. We don't see that because we're now inside the ship after we get hit, right? I don't really care about playing it out realistically if it makes the player bored at the beginning. Again, it's all about the rule of cool. If we're going realistic, we wouldn't be doing dogfights. So, I think perfectly just you can't kill all the time. I just think a different Vandal no matter how you shoot in the beginning. Yeah, I just think it would be cool if you could do that, right? You just keep switching out characters, yeah. That's kind of like Battlefield 1, was it? The World War I one, where you just switch as you die. You go to it. Really, I think that did a good job of driving home. Okay, Here's another issue I have, of driving home the point of like war and how fucked it is and how many people died. I think that did a good job of making you jump between people every time you died. Okay, so we get hit. Glass is shattered. This should be massive amounts of depressurization. But I guess the gravity generator holds us in. Does anyone else see the problem I'm seeing? Is anyone else on board with the problem that I'm seeing? That is not a space-worthy helmet. You're napping in a war zone. You're not going. He's dead. You are just dead. This guy is dead. End of story. Not in the vacuum of space. You got with no air. You got like 20 seconds. You got 20 seconds to live. That whole section is gone.
More Vandals slip fast.
We've got your pad, August. Appreciate it. Could really just do with some fire cleanup. We're taking multiple hits.
335, break engagement.
Okay, sure. If that turret closed, fine. But the problem I would also have with that is the security of the ship then. The second that glass breaks, the door should wait. He's still in the tunnel. Where does it seal? Oh, up there. No, that's still open. I can see space. That should have closed off though. No, that doesn't close at all. Okay, but he's still in the tube. Oh yeah, no, it gets worse later, but I'm just even now. We should. So this will lead us into our first trope, which is the. It doesn't really fit under one, but kind of along. I mean, it's plot armor. First off, this is just plot armor for your character. Secondly, it turns into like only sane person trope where like everyone else sucks, but the plot armor is inherent in that scene already. I really don't know how, when making a space game, they overlooked the helmets. Yeah, this chatter's good. I like the I like this railgun. This also looks fucking cool. I love that cannon. Like the mouth opening. That looks so fucking cool. August? No, August.
Scramble any available support ships to pick up survivors. This thing is chewing us up, sir.
No, that was the ship you're on. That's the August.
Destroyer. A line for a run on the King ship.
Is it Argus or August?
Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution.
Yeah, no, that's
on that
August.
King ship. Hit him with everything we got.
So,
No, they said no. August was the one moving up. Corvus was just filling in the gap. August was the one that was. Is it August or Argus? I thought it was August. But Argus is the one they ordered to move forward. I think they're right. Yeah, filling and moving forward, but that's because Argus already was moving up into firing range. Arugs. Do they have, is there names on the ship? No, they don't have the names printed. Which actually is probably a good idea. You don't want your enemies being able to identify which ship was doing what. You sure? Let's go back. Let's where's the deep dive? Let's go take a look. Where? Right here.
Argus, shift your position back and drift 8 degrees off X-axis. That should bring that Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats off Integrity.
Yeah, it moves up. It's, let me see. So does...
That should bring the...
Argus gets in front. Oh, you're right. Corvus does move up here. Fills this gap, moves closer to the front of the kingship. You're right.
That Moiler into your field of fire. Corvers, redirect to fill the gap and take those gunboats off Integrity.
Oh, that's a... Oh, my God. Oops. That's a pretty big mistake. 17. That yeah, that does feel like a large mistake that it was Corvus that moved up, gets shot. They say the voice lines is Argus. And aren't we on the Argus? Aren't we the one? We're on the broken ship, right? My understand. Okay, then they've not done a good job of indicating this to the player, because even I didn't notice. I thought we were on the ship with McLean, and I thought McLean was Argus. Yeah. I thought that was the whole thing, is that we have to get off this broken ship because we just got shot. To be fair, the first time I was watching, I was on 2 hours of sleep, so leave me alone. I think the next cutscene that comes will show it. Where were we? Right here, right?
Scimitar, your turn to play bait.
Wait, did I go too far forward?
You got their attention.
Yeah, I did. I still love that shot, though. That shot is sick. Yeah, break, Argus, break.
Argus is down. Repeat. Argus is down.
Flight ops. Scramble any available support ships to pick up survivors. This thing is chewing us up, sir.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Break engagement with this destroyer. A line for a run on the Kingship.
Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution on that Kingship. Hit him with everything we got.
So
all of our weapons.
I don't know why, but I hate that fucking line, man. I hate this line.
Firing solution on that. Weapons. I'm gonna need you to cook up a firing solution on that Kingship.
Cook up a firing solution on that Kingship. What the fuck does that mean? I mean, is it just like get power? Is that what it means? I don't know. It just feels like such a generic line. I'm sure it can mean something, but it just feels like such a generic line. Cook up a solution could mean like find a way to redirect all of our power from other areas to our guns, etc. It could mean something, right? But it feels. Why not just say find a way to fire those weapons with full power?
Hit him with everything we got.
So, all of our weapons even focused?
Have to do something. Right?
So all of our weapons are even focused? Does that just mean like even powered? I know I didn't get that line either. Like wouldn't they just shoot everything out of it, right? I'm assuming it's some sort of power thing, but they don't really indicate that that's what it is. So yeah, it was just that line was a little like bleh.
Mr. Krause? The Van Duel aren't going to blow themselves up.
Yes, sir.
Wait, next time we take a hit, drop our shields an extra 30%.
Hear that, Shields?
Sir.
Navigation.
Sir.
Adjust heading. 10 degrees port.
Aye, sir.
Let's get their attention.
I love this. Wait, actually, I want to listen to it again. Old man. I mean, that's the actors. Yeah, there's the hammerhead. Could it have made sense? Not really. That it would have gone spinning like sideways, backwards.
Second shield generator is down, sir. Starboard 4 exposed. Sir.
Hit them again.
Waiting on you, Mr. Krause.
They're gonna kill us.
Back off, nerd.
Getting power spikes. And charging up the main gun. I guess you got their attention.
That's a lot of fucking missiles, bro. Or were those boarding ships?
Go.
Okay, so that also made no sense to me. I fucking hated this line. I get that it's supposed to indicate that it's supposed to indicate to us that this was a secret and ooh, big reveal. Look at me, I've got an ace up my sleeve. But why would he have fucking whispered it? I don't get that. Like, I get that maybe, because like obviously everyone else on the ship, you heard earlier, people were saying, were talking and saying, man, I hope Squadron 42 or where the Van Duel, they're taking their time. And someone else says, it's okay. It's going to give more time for Squadron 42 to get back from recon. So people on the ship think Squadron 42 is not there, which is good. That's probably something that Bishop spread, but I'm sure his right-hand man probably knows as well. Why did he whisper this? Like, is he trying to hide it from someone? Maybe we find out that there's a trader on deck or something. But yeah, I highly doubt that, but I don't get the whisper. If you wanted to whisper and sound cool, why not have a radio, right? If you're trying to keep this on the DL, why are you using comms, internal comms from the ship? Have a separate radio that you pull up and go, go, right? But making them go. I don't know. That felt a little like fan servicey. I think the word I'm looking for is fan service, right? Like this is, it's also again self-indulgent, right? It's like the directing I was talking about before. Is it's so insistent that on itself that it's good that it plays into itself a little too much sometimes. I think they do have something good here, but they can't know that. And by doing this, you're saying, look, we tricked you. We had a plan the whole time. Just do it. The surprise is going to be cool regardless. If he just goes, go, you're like, wait, go what? But the little whisper, go, you're like, it's a little on the nose and unnecessary. It's definitely a directing choice. And that's what I'm saying is I worry about the directing a little bit going forward, that there's some choices that are very, very self-insistent and tinged with a little ego, I think. Hey, you're lurking. Hey, what's up, Extrol? Thanks for lurking. Hell yeah. Good luck with work. And because again, it wasn't just one thing, as you can see, it wasn't just that one scene earlier I had an issue with. There's a couple things sprinkled around that I'm like, This is why I think the game overall is probably going to walk away on Metacritic with a score of like maybe a 70 to 75. I think gameplay wise, it'll be fun. It'll be a good story. It'll be great time to go through. Beautiful game. But that storytelling is not going to reach the peaks it probably could because some of these directing choices. I think this could be so much better. This could easily reach into the 85 range. But again, we don't know the rest of the game. I'm obviously speaking very early on. But if it doesn't crash and it's a mostly bug-free game on launch, I think this hits a decent score of 70, 75. And that's kind of what I've heard. I know I have not played another CR game, never watched any of his movies. I know nothing about CR. But what I have heard is that his stuff is like not bad, but it's also not top tier, right? Everything below a masterpiece, I don't think so. I think a passable game is good. This, as I said, Dazarin was sending me this thing saying like, "Oh, this looks fire." That's someone that I've tried to get in Star Citizen before. That's never tried, and then he started asking me about questions about Star Citizen. Right? This in itself, regardless of how critical I'm being, this could be better, is what I'm saying. But it is good, and I think good is enough for a lot of people. If they see good, they'll be like, maybe I'll try Star Citizen now. I think good is enough for most people. I don't think you need a masterpiece. A masterpiece, yes, I'll take one. Blackout, I'll take one. I don't think you need a masterpiece though. I think as long as it's good. And to me, a 75 is good. Like that's I'll play 75s. My rating system might be a little different though than most people. Even a 60 is you should try it at some point. But 75 is like, yeah, that's a good experience. Major One just got announced. Or did they announce it? Yeah, okay. I knew about it, but we'll talk about that later. Metacritic is like Rotten Tomatoes. What matters is fun for players. So, well, Rotten Tomatoes is good too because it's got the Metacritic also goes off user scores. That'll be the one to look at. I think both are important, right? The scores I'm giving it now would be a critic's review, right? Like this is a critic's review of it. How does the storytelling hold up? Consistency and creative choices. and were there options that were better, right? What's the intention of the director, and are they hitting that intention? That's what a critic would do. A player or a viewer would rate differently based off their I mean, even critics reviews are subjective to a degree, but there's a little more objectivity in them. But if an experience is fun and still enjoyable and unique, that can be enough for people. And that subjective manner is something you should also look at. I think both are important, though. It just depends on what you weigh heavier, right? No, we're going. No, I think we'll be fine. I think if this is good, it's good. That's all we need. Again, people are already interested in this based off this trailer that we have issues with.
All right, people. 5 seconds out to the fray.
Yeah, I just think to Cyberpunk. Oof.
Copy that. Tally's on me.
I love this quantum boost.
Echo flight, prep for boost.
I love this boost sequence. This is cool.
Let's say hi.
This was an amazing moment that it just took so long to get to because of some of those longer pacing issues earlier.
Ready up, people. Enemy vectors inbound.
Copy, Doug. You can cover, I can make a run at that shield, Jenny.
Copy. Hey, Roger. Take Charlie and Delta and screen up those fighters. Natal, Mug, you're in main. Maybe run a double switchback.
Copy that. Tally's maintain vector. I'll clear you a shot.
Got it. All echoes.
Oh, did they lose a Redeemer already?
Look out.
Oh yeah, no, it's working for others, but it wasn't working for MGR.
You might be right. Shield's softened up.
Feels like a very weak shield. Well, I guess what did they hit? They hit it with an explode. Whoa! That wasn't in the original. The original Van Duel with new teleporting tech. That wasn't in the original playthrough. What? Fall into it, it's fun like more. Yeah. Again, I still am walking away with a good. Oh, that's what it's okay. A good perception of it. Yeah, they just popped in. Hey, what's going on? Let's give a quick shout out. Big dubs to Subpar. What's going on? Who was streaming? Was that Cole? Hello. How was the stream was good. Thank you for the follows. Everybody, Dr. Dan, Frosty. Appreciate it. Hope the Cole. It's always Cole. I didn't know if Stumpy used it at all. Hope the games are good. Hope you got some dank flip resets. Always look forward to seeing your clips on Twitter. Who was that? Wait, what? Who was what? Bitch! Oh my god. Look at all these follows. Thank you guys. Multi, I appreciate it as well. We're watching Squadron 42. We're doing a deep dive right now for everyone that's joining. On the trailer, things we like, things we don't like. If you guys don't know what Squadron 42 is, it's the single player version of it's a branch of in the Star Citizen universe. As people know, I'm a very big Star Citizen fan. Squadron 42, they had a live gameplay trailer come out recently. It was live gameplay demo that they showed, and we're just going through and talking about some of the directing that we like or don't like, the gameplay. Long story short, so far it's beautiful. The only issues we have are pacing. Some of the directing choices are a little off, and turret gameplay was a little long, but we're just over halfway through. So if you'd like to join us for this and ask questions, feel free. Always love spreading the word, the gospel of Star Citizen to people if you got any questions going forward. But yes, everyone that's joined us on Twitch, thanks for joining, and thank you for the raid. Appreciate it.
Shields up!
Hey, well, you're in the right place. I'm the Rocket League Star Citizen crossover.
Report!
Shields
Hey,
are
Nikki.
holding. Barely.
Faisal, thank you for the follow.
That shot took out our main thrusters.
No, not us, them.
The Kingship shields are down.
Yes! We don't celebrate until they're dead.
I like that line because I'm like, don't celebrate yet.
Hit him.
Robert's Chris. Do they not have any defensive turrets to shut those down? Oh yeah, the film grain and everything. Oh, the subtitles didn't come up. I think originally what he said there was, look what your bloodlust has given us or something. Yeah. This is the first time we've seen aliens. Well, we knew so there's the Banu, the Xi'an, and the Vandul. So there are other alien races as well. We haven't seen them in Star Citizen yet. And they're not in Star Citizen yet. This is Squadron 42. I'm assuming down the road and maybe honestly, even with Castra, since that does border the Vandal's space, maybe we'll see something. I don't know. That was Xi'an. That wasn't. Yeah, no. Castra borders Xi'an space, right? Yeah, there. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, this is the first time we're seeing them kind of in action and hearing them talk and stuff, though. Yeah, Castra's Xi'an. Okay. Okay, I'm actually trying to listen. Oh, okay, no mind. Oh, they do. Okay. I wasn't sure if their lips touched. So I was trying to listen if they had any like M sounds or B sounds, because I didn't hear any for a while, but they do touch. He just did an M there. Right there. Thanks, Build. Look what your bloodlust cost us. This feels very Halo. I love the Vandal music, man. I love that jump. It really makes him feel terrifying, which is one of the concerns I have when we see them on the ship later. This is very Star Wars. Darth Vader jumps in his own TIE fighter. That's a TIE fighter. Sounds like one too. We jumped.
Sir, Kingship's headed right for us. Can we evade?
I like that shot.
Shot took out the main.
This was one of my favorite shots. That and that.
Sir.
I love that comparison. Just that back and forth. This is also that lighting on his face is brilliant. But I love shots like I love this. That was well done. Actually, I kind of want to grab that. What is it at? 48.25. That's my thumbnail. 48.25 thumbnail. Okay.
Sir, Kingship's headed right for us. Can we evade? Shot took out the main
What's up,
thrusters,
Dan?
sir. I'm trying to get the auxiliaries online.
Getting a rapid increase in the Kingship's energy signature. Looks like they're trying to go critical.
Even if we dodge, we won't get clear of the blast range on auxiliary alone.
I'll flip them off.
Attention, fleet. This is Admiral Bishop. You are ordered to immediately withdraw. I repeat, withdraw. All non-essential personnel are dismissed to abandon ship. If you want to volunteer to stay, we can sure use your help. All right. Tell the gunners to concentrate all the power they've got.
Kamikaze.
Maybe we can take out this king ship before it hits us.
Yes, sir. Logistics. I want every ounce of juice pumped into those guns. If we don't need it to breathe or shoot, I don't want it.
See, that's better than saying, cook me up a firing solution. That's much better dialogue for that. I only noticed this time. That texture is not actually on the ship. Oh, I just noticed it's got the name on the tag on the front too.
There's a pod here, come on! Go, go, go! Come on! Come on, come on!
Why is he sliding? Oh yeah, we gotta check the door too. Well, why is he sliding? No, that's a turret seat right behind him. Maybe? But like, it does it at like the ship leading, which doesn't make sense. Okay, we'll say he survives that. Little rocket or piece debris phasing through the floor there too. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, you definitely can't think too much about some of this stuff. Again, I'll take the really cool there. That's not one of my like criticisms that lay down, because again, the fighting's already not realistic. We know our foundation and intention.
I think I can crouch into that.
I think this is really cool.
Let's go! Ah!
This shot here makes them feel very terrifying when it backs up. Yeah. The lighting makes them terrifying.
Hey, hold the door!
This is a classic trope. Oh, we didn't watch it that time. Yes, and that is a big issue I have. The Vanduul gun spears can shoot, and they don't ever can use it
Another way out of here.
when they're against you. Yeah, I mean, it's a trope. It's happened in like a million other shows though. Oh, they didn't wait for me, and then they all die as a result. Yeah, it's Rich Tired. Use it there. I like the full screen tooltips. Yeah, if they can find a solution for it, because it does seem like, you know what the heck's going on there. But the real question is, on a ship full of soldiers, where are all the soldiers right now? Bob Morton. There's one. Based on how easily we kill one of these guys later, I don't believe that. And that is what I'm saying. If the Vanduul are so terrible, I can believe this. Yes, I can believe the soldier dies if he wasn't so incompetent. I mean, if he's just sitting there, come on, get out of here. He should have been ready, being like, go, 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 ready for the Vanduul to come around the corner at him. It's either, I don't know, just oversight. Like, that's just badly trained. But I would believe the Vanduul are terrifying, and maybe he does lose this fight if I don't get a gun for the first time in a few moments here and kill one in like 3 seconds. I'm just saying. Yeah, it just makes the humans feel so incompetent. And of course, then we plot armored, but I mean, nothing really happens here, so we'll just skip ahead. He loots. Why doesn't the guy blast us with the shotgun thing here instead of trying to stab us? And now he's dead. And you're telling me that other soldier, trained soldier, with full armor, couldn't have done that? I don't know. Now they don't feel as terrifying. Yeah, I don't know if that was desync or if it was like he was hitting the armor. Yeah, that's a lot of shots straight into him.
Alert. Fire detected. Room locking down. Repeat.
Yeah.
Room locking down.
I mean, I don't mind the hero, you know. I don't mind the hero trope. Like, this is a what's that style anime? Yeah, Dragon Ball Z and all that. But yeah, to be able to just mow one down after watching another trained soldier take him down, it kind of pulls you out of it for a moment there. Isekai, no.
Systems back
Shonen.
online.
Shonen's all about a young boy gets strong. Gets powers. It's like kind of same thing. With a rookie, become the best. I don't mind that route as long as it's done right. But again, as Blackout said, having the ability to just be so strong right away. I wonder if you can just not dodge that.
Breach detected. Depressurizing.
Cool, now we're dead. Oxygen leak detected, helmet sealed. But what do you mean helmet sealed? We literally see that it's not connected to the suit. I guess they're inaccurate? I don't know. Yeah, so the front cover does come down. You'll see in a few moments. The helmet is sealed. The problem is that his neck is not. I would have liked if they showed us multiple routes to go here. Because, again, we finally get a gun, we shoot one guy, and now we're back to this super slow maneuverability. And it feels like the player themselves have not really been able to do anything so far. It does look pretty, though. Oh, it's empty. Okay, that's right. If you have any exposed skin in space that's not pressurized, you're done. Blood vessels will burst, and you'll just become irradiated so fast. This is very expanse to me now. I wish there were like some more puzzles. I get this is just an introduction to stuff, but I do wish there was more pathing we could take here to show like, oh look, I have choice. I'm not on the rails, because again, everything so far has been very on rails. Yeah, again, a lot of my nitpicks don't come from like those kind of details. To me, it's really just the player pacing I really just gonna say my biggest issue with everything. So really, it's just the pacing. Obviously, we're pointing out a lot of the bad stuff. It can make it feel overwhelmingly negative, but like, it really comes back to the core. We can nitpick the shit out of this even more than we have, but that's not really. I'm not really worried about it. I'm not really super worried about like the whole guns thing either. I'm more worried about the tropes, the pacing, and some of the dialogue. Stuff that comes down to directing and writing.
Warning, oxygen low.
Oh, yeah, okay. Why did it just switch from... Dude, that temperature went crazy. Oh, it just showed that. Okay, I see. Why did it suddenly get so cold?
Pressurizing. Pressurized. Gravity online.
Oh, does it really? So, let's take a look at that helmet. Well, that's not sealed. I thought it did come down all the way. You're dead. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but you're dead. Yeah. Well, even the movie parts come probably again. He's dead. I'm sorry, sir. Time of death. 40 minutes ago. No, I don't like that one. That just needs to fix. Like this just has to be fixed. You can't release that. You are a fucking space game. You should know at least the fundamentals of space. People in grade 3 know this. You can't live in space. You need a suit. Can Vanduul survive in space? I didn't know that. No, the rookie helmets need to change. Hands down. The problem is that they probably built a thing that's like, here's the rookie helmet for turret gunners, and they don't have a way for him to get another one. But he could easily find one. The thing is, like, if you're going into battle, do you ever see, if anyone here has watched The Expanse, when they go into battle, they put spacesuits on. Because a bullet penetrating can depressurize and kill you. Obviously, there's more tech in these ships that can help you. But you still never know what's going to happen. You always wear a spacesuit when you go into space battle. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, no, that's got to change. I mean, we don't need to sit on this anymore, but that's got to change. Even if they had some sort of shield tech that covered his face, right? You know how we have like the on the carriers, how the ships go through that like force field. Unless it's around his whole body, his neck is still exposed. Like you're done.
Thought I was the only one left.
So did I.
Look, I need your help with something. Follow me. We're running low on power, so we have to reroute our energy from our shields to our thrusters to change direction. Take a seat. I need you to steer the ship. Time for your first piloting lesson. We're setting a new course. For that. Ready? Go.
So I really loved this. I love the runway. It's fun because I still hold F a lot of times. Yeah, I don't know how she's alive and there's no one else on the deck alive with her. That's, again, it makes your character's plot armor feel a little even worse. I was like, how is no one but you and her alive? That other soldier back there, he should be alive. Like in all reality.
Good. Hold that. Shifting power back to shields.
Shields?
Engaging autopilot.
Corvus! I ordered you to fall back!
Can't do that. You're dead in the water and we can help.
The situation's under control. You order reverse!
You can't kill it. Not before it takes you out. We are boarded and burning. This is the only
Also,
way.
the escape pods, unless they had a few in there, but there's the escape pod's still there.
Get off that thing. Both of you clear?
Aye, aye.
Rachel!
I will. Damn it.
Yeah. Again, just a couple. Soldiers alive. Settles that, this qualm we have.
We're about to have company. I've got to try and divert as much energy as I can to the engine.
He just screams Van Duel.
So I'm gonna need you to hold them off. Go now.
Yes, sir.
Life support and lab are offline. Disabling safeties on the reactor to boost some extra juice. Here they come!
Okay, bullets in a dream. What? Oh, he went down so fast. Oh my god. Aim.
Keep it up. Another breach!
There. Heal. I do like that he had like force reactions when getting hit there, even in like the cutscene thing. He just doesn't give a fuck though. He's like,
We're doing good. We've got more tool coming.
I do feel like on Legatus, this should be a little bit harder, especially with his aim. Like you should be having to nail headshots the whole time. Yeah, his aim is pretty garbage. No, which? Oh no, I didn't. Did one of them shoot? Oh, there. Let's see. Why aren't they shooting more? That seems like pretty good range. You should be having to take like cover and stuff here.
Nice work.
It definitely seemed harder than the first time he showed us, but
On me, quick.
not hard enough for Legatus.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Almost finished here.
Ejection system offline.
The escape pod door is jacked. I need you to manually override the door. Give me your rifle. I'll cover you. I just need a minute to finish up here. What's the status on the door?
We're good.
Down!
Captain. Sir.
Don't argue. Just do me a favor. Give this to Bishop. Tell him it's all gonna be okay. Tell him it was a good trip.
Warning. Collision imminent.
Get the hell out of here.
Warning. Impact. Warning. Impact. Warning. Impact.
So, I mean, obviously they're making it very clear that you can make a choice here, leave without her, or so. This is the last thing again on the choice thing with back with like the Marcus optional thing of having choice. Now this feels like a very big impact, whether she's alive or not. Maybe she still dies on the way out and all you do is just bury her body, who knows? But what impact it truly has on the player is probably still going to be pretty minimal. Because if she's alive, I feel like that changes everything. I mean, I guess they could put her out of commission for a while, right? Like she's got to recover kind of thing. But I just want, it's clear that they want choices to be in this game. But what impact is that choice actually going to have? Is the question we don't know, because we won't until the game comes out and we play it. Nosebleed, so there's confused why the guy behind him that he knows how to character and the camera switch from. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm guessing you can see some spirits of energy, and then I would be really interested in what the game plays. If you don't take her, is it a choice though? Objective says otherwise. Does it? The fact that he looks, to me, says you can. Like, what if you go in there? Like, what happens? You're right, it does say that. So maybe you can't. Maybe you have to get her. I would hope that's choice, though.
I said, get out of here.
No, I'm not leaving you.
Just let her die. I'm not sharing a trench with her. To be fair, he just get beat down by a couple of Van Duel.
solemnly pledge, mind and body.
I mean, well, I don't think it's a spoiler. I think it's a lead into it. Because my assumption is they're related. Because Bishop says, Rachel. And like, that sounds like a very dad thing to say. Well, there it is. Yeah. Squadron 42. I mean, 8 out of 10 for you, mainly because they're clearly more polishing to be done. See, I'm at a 7 out of 10. I really think there's some work that can be done with directing stuff aside. The gameplay stuff, there's a few moments. The turret gameplay can be reduced. The EVA section could be a little more interesting. The problem is that most of the player experiences in the prologue so far have been either hands off. Again, not worried about the cutscenes. I like the cutscenes, but just minimally engaging, right? The EVA, sure, you're using WASDA, but you're just looking at that click, look at that click, look at that click, and it's slow. And as far as I saw, there's no pathing you can take, like a wrong way to go. And then the turret gameplay is literally one hand off, use your mouse, that way click, right click here, left click, right. And it just went on too long. No understandable fail state, so the stakes feel low. And again, the last issues were the directing, but for gameplay wise, it was slow. And I get that it's just a prologue. It's fine. But I still give it a 7 out of 10, but I feel like there are symptoms of a larger problem here that are probably all going to be evident throughout the rest of the game as well, that I don't think that score is probably going to increase. I would love to be surprised. But I think we're looking at like a beautiful, immersive, but not the most innovative kind of game out there. That we'll have fun with it. I think we'll have fun with it. We get Xian contact with the game as well. That'd be cool. They show the door closing the escape pod. Fair. I'm gonna wait and see. No, that's the thing. It's like I'm not gonna go into the game preemptively thinking it's gonna be bad. If it's good, it's good. Here's the thing. I don't really walk in with a bias because I just look at I try to look at the mechanics and the game design from a fundamental level. What are they doing that they should do, shouldn't do? What's creative? What's not creative? What's boring? What's fun? And just here, it felt like there was room to improve. Which usually would mean it's going to be like that throughout the rest. But the rest of the game could be very different. This was very on rails and linear. I just think that's an odd way to introduce a player to a game, but we've seen that done before. I mean, again, you look at any Kojima game, right? Those are very slow. And I love Death Stranding, but it starts off very slow, but then it starts to get very interesting. So it can work if it's done right. So again, I won't walk in with a bias, but I definitely do think there's some things that need to change. Most importantly, get them a proper goddamn helmet. If there's anything you change in this, get them a goddamn helmet. You know? 5 cutscene on the demo, you probably learn to fly your ship. Yeah, I'm not sure the story is innovative, but it also indicates to me that's an hour of the 30 hours they said the game is going to be. Like how much more like is learning how to fly going to be another 2 hours? Like how much actual gameplay are we going to get here? Sorry, I'm just catching up to all your. To be fair, what is a breakthrough game experience? I had something. What's the player gets in contact with regime? Helmet, yeah, it's important. Railing helmet, 34 hours. He said 30 to 40. It's Chris Roberts. I'm gonna go on the low end of that and say 30. Also, consider based off their playtest, it looks like they don't have the best gamers playing it. There's a good chance it's even lower. I bet you people could rush through this in 25 hours. I don't mind shorter games though. I remember when single player games were 8 hours, and you're like, "Oh, damn, this is long." Like Uncharted, those early games, 8 to 12 hours. That's fine though, as long as it's good. I also hate the side that we've gone too long. Like, I don't want a 140-hour game. That's too much for me. Because now I feel like I never finish games. And then I don't go back to finish these games. I want the game to be as long as it needs to be. I don't care if it's if I beat it in 25 hours. As long as it's good. Um, 15 hours of cinematics, yeah. No, he said 30 to 40 hours. I'll go on the lower end of that. Revolver Oscillator. Take a route instead of following Marcus. Yeah, a lot of those extra hours are people doing extras, right? Like what's main story completion? Then there's usually an extras completion. God of War was like that for me. It took my sweet time enjoying the game. Finished story in about 20, 25. Yeah. To enjoy the games. And this is why I'm actually been writing a script about why we don't finish games. Like, do you guys feel that too? I feel like a lot of people just aren't finishing games, or playing games feels overwhelming now sometimes. So I'm actually writing a script. I'll probably post it on this channel, like on my LeafX channel. I know it's not Star Citizen, but I do want to try to just talk about gaming in general alongside Star Citizen. So hopefully everyone on YouTube be okay with that. Hope you don't hate me and leave. But I do want to interject some stuff that's not Star Citizen on there. Don't worry, I'll always do Star Citizen. Kind of took my time enjoying the game. Finished story 25 hours. Oh, I already read that. 100%. I've 100%ed a few games before, but finished it 1 month ago. Dang, David, that's crazy. Yeah, I started Hogwarts when it came out. I haven't 100%ed. I've completed main story, but I haven't gone back through with the different schools either, which I want to do. But that's a game for me that I just hop in and I play an hour here and there because I'm like, you know what? This is my Zen game. I'm going to play this when I just want to relax and feel chill and do the little I don't have to beat it. I want to. And a lot of times games feel like they have checklists that you have to complete. A lot of AAA games are like that nowadays, which is kind of annoying. So, time. Yeah, as long as a good replay value on Squadron 42, I think people are going to be happy. As long as you can get a couple playthroughs out, have small variances, you learn new things each time, or it gets more fun, or it's challenging. I am worried about the challenging aspect of it, but I think it'll be as long as you have a couple replays on it, I think people will be happy with it. Cyberpunk, oh my god, yeah, I played that when it first came out. I had a couple core blockers, and I'm like, this is bullshit. So I haven't gone back to it. I've been kind of craving going back to it recently, but I have so much others to do. If I'm putting out videos at the rate I'm putting them out on YouTube, I don't have time to start another single player game. That's for sure. Especially with I just started Kingdom Come Deliverance, so. Don't not finish the video, please. Or comment. Wait. Don't not finish the video. Which one? Oh, the one I started? Like the script one, the one I was telling you about? Or this one? The other one. Okay, yeah. I'll finish it. I'll put it out. And it'll be, again, I'm fairly certain I'll put it on this YouTube channel. If it doesn't perform on this channel, then I'll probably upload it to another channel and see how it does there. And see if, because sometimes, like, if it's not Star Citizen, I wonder if my followers are going to want to watch it, right? That's the hard thing. It's like, I'm not just into Star Citizen, and just creating Star Citizen content is difficult sometimes. Oh, finish this. I thought you meant
defend the Empire with my life.
Your application to the Flight Academy has been reconsidered. Captain McLaren had submitted a letter of recommendation on your behalf before the battle.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You're safe.
this was just the trailer, so.
We may be a small crew, but the work we do matters.
Welcome to the Stanton. I'm Eugene Morrow.
I'm Petty Officer Webster, Chief Mechanic.
This will be your new home.
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton. He's one of our best.
Sir?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your new wingman, sir. The name's...
You want me to learn your name? You live long enough for me to care.
I do like that line.
Baron Actual, you're clear to launch.
Who the hell are you?
3, 2, 1.
Some really good looking set pieces in this game. Maybe they did and they just didn't show it because like that would take too much time. I don't know. Which animal? Whoa, what was that? Hey, thank you for gifting a sub. Why are my sub alerts not working properly? What on earth? Oh my god, it was 5. Oh my god, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Crasher, Doctor, Midge, Targeting, and Nova. Good fucking fuck, bud. Thank you, sir. Did I really get my own? Oh my god, that's what the my own streams being recommended to me. That's really funny. That's good.
Your new home.
Which animal?
We got you flying with Lieutenant Commander Colton.
Jesus.
He's one of our best.
These things
Who the hell
are taking
are you?
forever to go
I'm
on.
your new wingman, sir.
Hey, what's
The
up?
name's...
Did you come by because of the gifted sub?
Live long enough for me to care.
Wait, hold up. I gotta snooze this ad.
Baron Actual, you're clear
Dude,
to launch.
why are they going off like 20 times? Dude, my alerts like broke the other day. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you for the gifted subs, though, Death Proud. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Why are they still going off? Can you guys hear that? Watch it. Wait. What? Which animal? I thought I saw a copian. Oh no, it's like an alligator. It's like a sewer alligator rat. Interesting. Oh, I thought that's why you came by. Oh, it is why you came by. Okay, yeah. All right, though, Crasher. We're getting near the end of this. Watching some other stuff on YouTube in the moment, so I'm sort of deep diving. Nice. We're at the end of the Squadron 42 deep dive. Yeah. alligator rat. And we're actually finishing up. Overall, again, we had our thoughts. We said what they were. I hope you guys look forward to the condensed version of this later. I mean, obviously you were here for the deep dive, so you probably don't need to watch it, but I'm going to aim for Friday. Now, seeing that I have to do a bit of a kind of whole rewrite of my script, it might take a little longer because I didn't expect this to go so late today. I have other work I got to get to today before I go cast tonight. So if you guys want to see me casting tonight, we got some Call of Duty and Rocket League tonight, I believe. So if you guys do want to check that out, my school will be streaming over on it'll start at 7 o'clock EDT. No. So it's just my local college. Twitch.tv/ Condors Esports. So if you guys do want to check that out, go hit that up. Thank you guys, by the way, for coming by. Just to end things off, I want to say thank you all. Shout out Death Fraud. Thank you for the gifted subs. I appreciate that so much. Everyone that was hanging out on Twitch, what up? It's what we usually do. And everyone that's hanging out on YouTube, thank you guys for coming by YouTube. It's cool to see some more activity over there on YouTube as well. It's cool that Twitch allows us to do it on both now. But yeah, everyone that's new and new sub or whatever too, I've seen a lot of new subs coming through my last few videos. I really appreciate the support that people have been giving me, and I hope we can keep that momentum going forward, which is why I'm grinding videos. I want to show you right now. I'm going to show you real quick before we go the amount of videos that I have currently being worked on. Here's all of my ideas. Everything in the first one's just ideas. Everything in the second column, drafting, I've at least started a script for. Some of these can be mushed together. Some of these I'll eventually abandon. Some of these are irrelevant now anymore. Here's ones I'm currently filming and editing. And then here's ones I've posted over here. So I got a lot of ideas. Sometimes they won't turn into anything. Like, did CIG solve pay to win? You know, with the whole tiered system when it comes to ships. You know, you buy a ship with real money, sure, but when a tier system comes out and you do crafting, you're still not going to have the best ship. You know, so that could be a topic. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll turn into a full video. But I'm thinking I might, even if they're shorter videos, start putting them out. But I just want to have content on the regular. So even if it is a shorter video, maybe I do still make a small video about that and see if I can look at it at a wider level, at a higher level, and dive into that a bit more and possibilities, you know. But the goal, minimum 1 video a week, potentially 2, more if I can. But hopefully you guys will keep coming through them. And again, I might do stuff that's not necessarily just Star Citizen. Like this one, again, when's the last time you finished the game, right? This script is pretty far along right now. But it doesn't have anything to do particularly with Star Citizen. So hopefully if I do put those videos, everyone that's watching on YouTube, you guys will be in for those as well. If not, I understand. But again, don't worry, I won't leave Star Citizen. I'll just be doing a balance between Star Citizen content and not Star Citizen content. When we're in a dry period of Star Citizen news and I got nothing really to put out. But I just want to make content, and hopefully that's how you view the channel, not as a Star Citizen creator, but as a guy that makes gaming content. That's my goal. Gift you to your YouTube channel for more banger, or subbed to YouTube channel. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, well, again, hopefully, I know for more banger SC content, hopefully you don't leave me if I do stuff that's not Star Citizen as well. But I really just want to make videos, and I want to not be afraid to make videos. So hopefully you enjoy the stuff that is in SC as well. But I will be doing SC for a very long time. Until the game crashes and burns. And then we'll have one final goodbye video. Let's hope it doesn't, though. Here for SC. That's true. That's true. I guess we can work around. Swing by, make sure to get a... Hell yeah. Anyways, once ISC starts up again, then we'll be doing some more Star Citizen streams on Thursday. I'll see if I can get some gameplay stuff, too. I am close to being able to build another computer, which I'll be able to stream Star Citizen a lot easier on. And hopefully, I'm waiting for the 9800 X3D. So on November 7th, we have a release date. Hopefully I can build soon after that. Either way, thank you guys so much for joining out. I really appreciate it. It's been a blast. What do we do here? Oh no, the ad's starting for people on Twitch, but I'm gonna try to do a raid real quick and send you guys over to someone else. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, I can't send you anywhere except to one of my other videos. So if you haven't watched some of my other videos, go back. I got some old stuff that is pretty fun too. Did some old like documentaries. If you look up Microtech Hurston, I did some documentaries. Those are fun. Some cinematics. There's some fun gameplay showing my friend Star Citizen for the first time. So if you haven't seen those videos, highly recommend go checking those out because those are fun. Those are definitely fun. All right, do we send it over to Mrs. Tomato? Is she hanging out with the Space Tomato? We could also send it over to Detox.
They tried to make me eat.
Do you guys want it? I guess I should send it over to more Star Citizen, probably, right? I don't freaking know. We can send it wherever. We'll send it to. Let's send it over to Mrs. Tomato.
Or as some like to say,
they're hanging out.
Donor.
They got lower views. I always like to do whoever's got lower
love
views.
myself some donor chicken.
Donor?
Donor.
Donor is
All right.
like they donated something.
Lokum.
Oh yes.
Thank you guys for hanging
Now
out.
we're getting there.
Whether you're on YouTube, what's your thoughts on BDS? Oh, sorry, BDS breaking up. That's crazy to me, but I mean, that's the French, man. They just go to build the best, and it sounded like they might have wanted to do that a little bit before this as well. It's crazy to win Worlds and then break up. Right? That is crazy.
Guys, me and tequila shots.
Anyways, thanks for chilling. If you guys want to talk more Star Citizen or more Rocket League, get into the Discord. The Discord link is, I don't know if I have one over.
Did we do like 2 on chat on stream the other day, and then like we did one
Oh yeah, with
for
Skippy.
CitizenCon?
Where is it?
That is true.
Oh, there's a Discord link here. Let me send it. If you guys want more discussion, go in there. We got Rocket League channels. We got Star Citizen channels. Go hit it up. That's the place to be if you're interested in both and want to converge those interests. Head over there. Yeah, definitely in the off season. Anyways, thanks for watching. Much love. Until next time, keep gaming hard.
Well, if I'm taking shots.
Tequila is an integral ingredient in the Turkish breakfast.